China has supported Russia's claims that the US conducted biological military activities in Ukraine. The White House calls these claims a disinformation operation, and the allegations do appear to lack strong evidence. So what are China's sources for supporting these allegations, and how do you know that you're not simply repeating Russian propaganda?
国际社会对美国的生物军事活动早就有严重关切。
The international community has had grave concerns about U.S. biomilitary activities for long. The world has no knowledge about what the U.S. has been doing in Fort Detrick on its territory and the 336 biological labs overseas, or whether the activities conform to the stipulations of the BWC. It is wishful thinking to dispel concerns with few words, and irresponsible to call such misgivings of the world disinformation. It is more confounding that if the U.S. did comply with the BWC, why is the U.S. the only country that has opposed setting up multilateral verification mechanisms for 20 years? Since the U.S. raised the BWC, why doesn't it tell the world that the United States is the only country in the world that still possesses chemical weapons? The international community has been asking the U.S. to destroy its chemical weapons stock as soon as possible, only to see the U.S. miss the deadline for destruction twice, with regret and unease. China always firmly opposes any country's research and development, possession, or use of biological weapons and chemical weapons under any circumstances. In the current situation, we call on all relevant parties to keep in mind people's health and safety in Ukraine, the neighboring areas, and whole world, and ensure the security of the relevant labs. We once again urge the U.S. to earnestly fulfill its international obligations, fully account for its biomilitary activities both at home and abroad, and accept multilateral verification and complete the destruction of its chemical weapons stock as soon as possible. With regard to the source of the number I mentioned earlier, as I said yesterday, the numbers are provided by the U.S. side itself.